So this is I would say stage 2 of my relish making operation. Last night I I picked some cucumbers, some carrots, some peppers, one zucchini. It's mostly cucumbers. So I soaked it overnight. I chopped it up with some salt. So I just finished rinsing it. This is my first experiment doing like a garden relish. So now I'm just gonna let it drain slowly and dry out in the sun for a bit. I'm going to try to make this video out of multiple videos, see how that works, if I can figure it out. So that's it. Now I'm going to, later on, I'm going to boil it up and then I guess can it. So that's it. So, I almost forgot. I reached the point now where I've got some jars cleaned up and now they're just going through a second boil. These are just recycled jars that I had. So I had to like scrub the glue off of them. So right now I got some vinegar and some sugar in there, and I decided I wasn't going to do it originally, but as you can see here, I chopped up a bunch of jalapenos because I wanted to I was going to try to separate it at first, right? But I figured, screw it, I'm just going to put them in there. Because I think this method here requires like actual canning. Alright, there's a recipe I seen before that it was just like soak it overnight, throw it in the fridge, but this is this method is just actually cook it down and then it can actually be canned. So this is my first time canning as well. And this is a bit, my video is a bit screwed up because I'm trying to do this at the same time. But if so, you got to boil this down for a little while. This is a soft boil. You don't want to boil the shit out of it, I don't think. But I noticed when I'm using this crappy, I had this crappy little food processor, and something like that, it started to come out really too fine, eh? Like you didn't want to puree it. So then I ended up using some extra, I had 3 or 4 cucumbers left and I decided just to chop some up by hand so I can get some good chunks in there like this. So that's what I'm doing right now. Hopefully I can add these videos together and make a one longer one. We'll see how that goes. So give this 10 minutes and I'll come back when I'm these are heating up again, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So here I am in the middle of canning this stuff. I got a couple in there already. So I'm just filleting this stuff. This is boiled for, not a hard boil, maybe a number 5 or 6 for 10 minutes. So now I'm filleting the cans and I'm gonna put them in there. But I better hurry up and do this because I don't want to extend it. So now I'm just pulling out some of the jars and make sure, clean them off and make sure the lid was tight. I just laid these down momentarily just to give them a few minutes because the pot was too shallow. I'm going to pull those out in a minute. And I'll stand them back up. So that's that. Just some random sized jars. So we'll see if these things They should suck back in right when it cools down, and then I'll know if it worked. We'll see. I'm gonna pull these out here in a minute, and that may be my last. I don't know. We'll see. So there you go. I got my my relish all done. I got 5 little jars full. This one's not quite full, but I'll start that one first. So this was my first time of actually canning anything, and it's my first time making relish. So I kind of winged it just a little bit, you know, like I chopped up the relish like some of the people do. I let it sit overnight with salt. Then I rinsed it. Then I got these cans ready, boiled hot. Then I added some sugar and a little bit of vinegar. And I decided to throw in a few extra jalapenos to give it some spice. So, we'll see how that goes. And these cans, they're just recycled stuff. There's like jam jars, you know, different little jars I've had. I keep them because that's what I intended to do with them one day, but I never end up with enough tomatoes to make big sauce. So there you go. This is my relish. And I think I'm going to be making a lot more relish because from the amount of, you know, the amount of cucumbers I have out there, and I got a summer squash that I'm going to probably use too, and more zucchini. So I'm going to be doing another batch for sure. And I'm still going to have to give some away. And I've been eating them quite regularly, the cucumbers. So I got carrots in there. It's going to be hot, but I don't think it's going to be overwhelming. We'll see how it goes. I'll find out, I guess, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll go get some hot dogs and some buns and get into it. Alright, that's my first go at relish. Actually, it was easy. It was easy. Altogether, maybe an hour and a half, you know. For the first time, that's not bad.